Ever wondered how groundbreaking scientific discoveries are made? Let's pause for a moment and ponder that question. These discoveries, the ones that shape our understanding of the universe and everything in it, they don't just magically appear. No, they are the result of meticulous, systematic exploration known as scientific research. Scientific research is the cornerstone of knowledge progression. It's the driving force behind our ever-expanding understanding of the world around us. It's more than just lab coats and test tubes, it's a quest for truth that spans across various fields. From the mysteries of the human body unraveled by biology to the elemental wonders revealed by chemistry, from the laws of the universe decoded by physics to the abstract yet concrete truths discovered through mathematics. Each of these fields and many more are arenas where scientific research takes place, where questions are asked and answers are sought. So how does this process work? How do we go from posing a question to making a discovery? Well, today we're diving deep into the world of scientific research. So, what exactly is scientific research? Well, let's unravel it together, shall we? At its core, scientific research is the systematic collection, interpretation, and evaluation of data. Now, this may sound a bit dry and technical, but let's break it down a bit. Imagine you're a detective and you're trying to solve a mystery. You'd gather clues, wouldn't you? You'd analyze them, make sense of them, and use them to figure out the truth. That's pretty much what scientific research is, except the mysteries we're trying to solve are the secrets of the universe. But why do we do this? What's the point of all this data collection and analysis? The goal of scientific research is to contribute to science and broaden our understanding of the world around us. For instance, through research, we've been able to understand how diseases spread, which has helped us develop treatments and save countless lives. We've been able to probe the mysteries of the universe, unlocking knowledge about black holes, galaxies, and the origins of the cosmos. And it's not just about the big stuff. Research also helps us understand the minutiae of everyday life. Have you ever wondered why coffee keeps you awake or why certain songs get stuck in your head? Well, there's scientific research for that too. But remember, scientific research isn't just a one-off activity, it's a continuous, ever-evolving process. We don't just collect data once and call it a day, we're always reevaluating, reassessing, and refining our understanding. That's what keeps science moving forward. Scientific research, in essence, is the bedrock of all scientific advancements. It's the foundation upon which we build our knowledge and the tool we use to push the boundaries of what's possible. So, the next time you marvel at a scientific discovery or a technological innovation, remember the painstaking research that made it all possible. The first step in any scientific research is laying the groundwork. Imagine you're building a house. You wouldn't just start hammering nails into wood, would you? No, you'd first decide what kind of house you want to build. Then you'd draw up a blueprint, and finally you'd gather your materials and tools. The same principle applies to scientific research. The first thing any researcher does is determine the subject of their study. This is the foundation of the house, the focus of their investigation. It could be anything from the behavior of subatomic particles to the migration patterns of birds. The subject is what guides the entire research process, and it's chosen based on the researcher's interests, expertise, and the current gaps in scientific knowledge. Once the subject has been chosen, it's time to plan the research. This is akin to the blueprint of the house. It involves forming a hypothesis, a proposed explanation for a phenomenon that can be tested. The hypothesis needs to be clear and concise, and it should be based on previous research or observations. It's like a prediction of what the researcher expects to find. With the subject and hypothesis in hand, the researcher then specifies the methodology. This is the equivalent of gathering the materials and tools for the house. The methodology includes the techniques and procedures that will be used to collect, analyze, and interpret data. It could involve conducting experiments, making observations, or analyzing existing data. The methodology needs to be rigorous and systematic to ensure that the results are valid and reliable. It's also important to develop a research plan. This is like a schedule for building the house, outlining what will be done, when, and how. It includes selecting participant groups, if any, deciding on the sample size, and determining how the data will be collected and analyzed. The research plan helps keep the project on track and ensures that all the necessary steps are taken. And there you have it. by determining the subject, planning the research, specifying the methodology, and developing a research plan, the groundwork for scientific research is laid. With these steps, our research is ready to take flight. Now that we have our plan, it's time to decide on the type of research. The world of scientific research is vast and varied, offering a multitude of approaches to explore our questions. First, let's talk about descriptive research. This is the kind you'd use when you want to describe characteristics of a phenomenon or the frequency of its occurrence. Think of it as the what research. What is the behavior of this animal species in the wild? What are the symptoms of this disease? Next up is analytical research. Unlike descriptive research, which simply observes and measures, analytical research aims to understand why something is the way it is. It's the why research. Why does this plant grow better in certain conditions? Why do some people respond differently to the same medication? Then we have experimental research. This is where you manipulate one variable to see how it affects another. It's the cause and effect research. This is where you'll see scientists in labs tinkering with conditions and observing the results. Lastly, we delve into observational studies. These are a bit different. They involve observing subjects in their natural environment without any interference. There are different types of observational studies, such as cohort, case control, and cross-sectional studies. Each has its own unique use. Cohort studies follow a group over time. Case control studies compare those with a condition to those without, and cross-sectional studies analyze data from a population at a specific point in time. But remember, each type of research has its place and purpose. You might even find that your question requires a combination of these approaches. It's all about finding the best fit for your inquiry. Choosing the right type of research is crucial to ensure its success. So take your time, weigh your options, and let's dive into the exciting journey of discovery that is scientific research. With our research type selected, it's time to get down to business. Carrying out scientific research is like embarking on a thrilling adventure. The path may be challenging, but the rewards can be extraordinary. Once we know what type of research we're conducting, we need to select our participant groups. Now, this isn't as simple as picking names out of a hat. The selection process must be meticulous. We need to ensure that our group represents the population we're studying. For example, if we're studying the effects of a new drug, we need to include participants of different ages, races, and genders to ensure our results are applicable to everyone. But how many participants do we need? Well, this is where the calculation of sample size comes into play. This is a vital step because it can affect the validity of our results. Too small a sample size and our findings might not be statistically significant. Too large and we might be wasting resources, so we use statistical formulas to calculate the optimal sample size, balancing accuracy with feasibility. Now let's talk about accuracy and precision in scientific research. These two terms might sound similar, but they have distinct meanings. Accuracy refers to how close our findings are to the true value. The closer we are, the more accurate our results. Precision, on the other hand, is about consistency. If we repeat our experiment and get similar results each time, that means our experiment is precise. In scientific research, we strive for both accuracy and precision. They are like the two sides of a coin, each essential in its own way. Without accuracy, our findings might be off the mark. Without precision, our results might be inconsistent. So we meticulously select our participant groups, calculate our sample size, and strive for accuracy and precision. We rigorously follow the scientific method, leaving no stone unturned as we seek to contribute to the vast body of knowledge that is science. And that, my friends, is how scientific research is conducted. So, there you have it. We've journeyed through the intricate and fascinating world of scientific research. We started by posing the question, the spark that ignites the flame of discovery. We then dived into the essence of scientific research, a systematic process of gathering, interpreting, and evaluating data to contribute to our collective understanding. We laid the groundwork, planning and specifying the methodology, ensuring our research is rooted in solid ground. We then navigated the different types of research, descriptive, analytical, experimental, and observational, each with its unique approach and purpose, yet all crucial in the grand tapestry of scientific exploration. And finally, we walked through the actual execution of research where theories meet reality, plans turn into action, and answers are unearthed. From the quiet of the office to the buzz of the lab to the great outdoors, science happens everywhere. Remember, scientific research is not just about finding answers, it's about asking the right questions.